Hello Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to your reading for the Chiron transit as Chiron enters Taurus from now until 2034. So welcome. If you are new, welcome back. If you are a regular viewer, my name is Debbie. This is the Mind, Body, Soul, Evolution, and Leo. It is your turn for this reading. So this is a long transit. Last time Chiron landed in Taurus was 50 years ago, 1976. So some of our viewers may not have been around at that point in time. I was 15, turning 16. So let's get into the general astrology. We'll get into your astrology and we will pull your cards. We have 5 decks today to work with, Leo. So a lot of information coming forward. Chiron is not a planet. It's somewhat of a comet. It's somewhat of a unicorn. It is the wounded healer. It entered into Taurus on Friday, the 19th of June. Today is the 20th, so this video should be published either today or tomorrow, right? So it will be in Taurus through September 17th of this year. It will briefly retrograde back into Aries until April 17th, 2027. Then it will station back direct. It will move back into Taurus. It will remain until 2034. Yes, 2034. You heard that correct. This is a slow moving transit. This is again, Chiron is the wounded healer. Healings take a while. It's not going to happen overnight, and we should not try to force or push the process. So again, this last time this happened was 50 years ago. As Chiron lands into Taurus, this is allowing you to find grounding, stability. This transit is shifting our focus toward, healing our self-worth, our focus or our relationship with money and financial security, and our relationship to the material world for all of us. Now, specifically, Leo, this activates, I gotta take these glasses off. This Chiron transit is activating your 10th house. That is the house of career, legacy, your public standing, your public recognition, and bringing your long professional securities to the surface, right? So whenever something comes to the surface, it's not to hurt us. It's for us to take a look at them and to heal them. Now, today is the 20th. Tomorrow is Sunday the 21st. It is the summer solstice. It is the first day of, we welcome into Cancer season, and Mercury will be stationing retrograde all the way through almost the whole month of July. Whenever Mercury goes retrograde, it is a time to review things. Usually things from our past make their way to the surface, so don't be surprised of some of your second guessing or your insecurities around your profession or how you put yourself out there will make their way to the surface. That's your clue that that's ready to be looked at and to be healed. And if you want help with that, I have a shadow work. I'm trying to think of it. A shadow work reading. It is a 3-part reading. Each reading is an hour and a half to 2 hours. So this is a little bit of a process. In each reading, you will be given homework and assignments to do in order to facilitate this process based on what you're going through yourself in your personal life. So if you're interested in that, send me an email and we will schedule a call first to see if this is going to be a right fit for you. This is a little more detailed reading than a traditional 1 to 2 hour reading. Than a general reading, right? So this is about your key themes for this time, and I'm just scrolling through my notes here, are redefining success and what success means to you. Society has a construct and a definition of what success is globally, but what does it actually mean for you? Success could mean healing. It could mean putting up healthy boundaries for yourself. It could be, being the CEO of your own company and and all that comes with that. But you get to define what success means to you. So since this is coming up as a theme, you might be changing your mindset around success, right? It is also about overcoming the need to be perfect and burning yourself out. So if you're burning yourself, candle at both ends, and you're going to start to say, you know what, this is not worth it. Whatever my idea of success was, it's burning me out. I need to reevaluate that. And you're a fire sign, so of course, you're ready to go at a moment's notice. Maybe it's time to temper that fire. And, step into your authority, Leo. This is your opportunity to step in and claim your authority. Like, take your place in this world. So we have 5 decks. Well, we will get started with the Cosmic Energy deck. This is an oracle deck. We have the Enchanted Path. We have the Spirits deck, Tarot, and Ganesha. But what does the Cosmic Energy deck hold for our Leo friends during this Chiron and Taurus transit? And Leo, if you find this video is helpful to you, save it, because this is an 8-year transit. A couple years from now, you're going to try to remember, like, what did she say in that video. So save this video because it might be hard to find later. I will pull 2 cards out of each of the first 3 decks. And then we will read those cards and see what they say for you. Again, there's a lot of energy happening, especially as Mercury stations retrograde. So that in and of itself can change our mindset. However, if you were born during a Mercury retrograde, it tends to have a different effect, right? It tends to be a luckier time for those born under the Mercury retrograde. So I would also see where Chiron is at in your personal chart at the time you were born, and what other signs are in that same house, and if there are any planets in that house with Chiron as well. So cosmic energy. Okay, hold on. Awareness. So third eye, right? Awareness. Leaning into your intuition. Maintain awareness. Be present in every moment. Miracles. I love this. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Be aware. Your enchanted path. Playfulness. Bring playfulness and fun into your life. Right? Again, redefining what success means to you. Maybe it's not always working so hard. Maybe this is your clue or your key to say, stop burning yourself out. Allow time to just have fun. It's not always about work. And clarity. Gain clarity. Gain clear understanding of what you truly want. And that comes from being aware. Now, if you want symbols, this looks like a crystal ball. Third eye could be a symbol. Stars can be a symbol. They're playing basketball, but any type of game, right? It could be a symbol if you are into symbolism. And let's see what this deck holds. The Seeker and Summer. Summer is your season. So the Seeker, again, cat, black cat could be a symbol for you. What is it that you're truly seeking inside of yourself, Leo? Not what the mind is telling you, not what society tells you you should be seeking. What do you truly seek for yourself? Again, I think that is going to be changing for a lot of our Leo friends. Summer. There's a heart here on these encircled with these kind of dead branches. So this could be a renewing a passion that has been stuck inside of you, or that you have put off for a while. Reigniting a passion within again. But when you're a little more aware of the day-to-day and you start to get grounded and find clarity, maybe you let yourself play, then these passions that have been set aside might make their way forward for you. So let's see what the tarot holds, Leo. We will pull 9 tarot cards, plus we'll use the card on the root of the deck. That will be 10 tarot cards. There's a King of Pentacles on the root. We'll see if he comes back up in your reading. Right away. The World. 5 of Wands. That is a fire card. The World. So you're coming to an end of a cycle. Right? You're completing a... Wow. High Priestess. You're completing a learning phase. Or you've learned something, you've learned a really good lesson here, and you're coming to the end of that cycle. Yeah, there you go. 9 of Swords, you have the High Priestess. Yeah. So maybe you're letting go of some of the struggles, some of the societal constructs that have been, again, this could be around success, how you define success. Maybe you're finally letting go of the constructs that society put into you that says, that they put into all of us. That says, this is what success means. You know, you work, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. Temperance, Sagittarius. And you're maybe finding a different way. On the root of the deck, Justice, Balance. That's Libra energy. Okay, so I will say, find out where Chiron is at in your chart, what house it's in, if there are any planets in that same house with Chiron, if there are any other signs in that house. See where Sagittarius is at in your chart. And let's see. Yeah, slow and steady. You have the Devil. So this is making sense, right? So you have the World. You're coming to an end of a cycle, and only Leo, only you know what the cycle is. But as you start moving forward, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles. So this is all about stability, finances, entrepreneurship. But there's something you're resisting, or something you're not ready to let go of. And it's a thought process. It's something in your mind that you're playing something. So this could be something you're playing over again and again in your mind. Like, oh, but this should be this way, but it's not. But when you think about it in your mind, it comes out the right way, right? It makes sense in your mind, but in practicality, it doesn't work. So you're moving through that thought process. And yet this could also be that you have a lot of irons in the fire, Leo. You're a fire sign. All fire signs are really creative. That's our thing. It's creativity. It is passion. Funnel down. If you have a lot of irons in the fire, which is what you do, which creates burnout, right? One of your themes for this month or for this time is, getting rid of the burnout. If you have a lot of things going on, a lot of passion projects, back it off. Go to something that's very simple. Don't go to the hardest thing. That's probably the one that's calling you the most, right? Step away from the one that's most intriguing right now. And go to the one that makes you feel grounded and centered and easy. The root of the deck is about balance. This is also, look to see where Libra is out in your chart. This is Libra. This is harmony. This is being fair to yourself. You've been giving fairness away. It's time to pull it back into you and reflect. Where have your eyes been closed? And what are you finally now ready to see? Let's let you sit on this for a moment. Because here her eyes are closed. And maybe she's in this meditative state. Saying, okay, what have I not been allowing myself to see? And now what am I awakening myself to? And because this is a reflective thing, this could be highly aligned with your intuition. Right? Intuition comes from being aware. To cultivate it. It comes from clarity. It comes from having fun. You have the card of summer. Summer is all about fun. The summer just means like having fun. The kids are out of school. Everyone's just kind of very free-spirited in the summertime. You are seeking. Meditate on what you have not allowed yourself to see and what you are now available to receive. Simplify it. Too many irons in the fire is what is burning you out. Go to something that helps you feel grounded. And in that process, you have the High Priestess. This is your direct connection to your intuition. Right? Clarity, intuition. The secret is within you. We don't seek everything is already within you. Nothing, the answers do not lie outside of you. They lie deeply within you. Her eyes are closed. There is a white dot on her 6th chakra. There's nothing but space between her crown chakra and the divine universe. That is starting to open for you. Allow the downloads to happen. That in and of itself could feel like overwhelm. It could feel like burnout. So if that is the case, that's because it's something you're not used to. Once it starts to happen, and once you get used to it, and once you allow yourself to follow that daily guidance, then it becomes almost a compass, almost something that you cannot do without. You're dropping your old mindset, because the old mindset has kept you. It's kept you small, and you can't get anywhere if you're working on 5 different things at one time. Nothing is growing, right? Nothing can grow. There's only one here. Work on one. You're finally starting to change that mindset. However, as soon as you start to, the devil shows up, and he says, "Oh no, wait, no, like come back, stay attached to me." But you know, like that's done. This gets you nowhere. This causes this confusion. This causes this need to maybe be an over perfectionist. I don't even know if that's even a word. To be a mega perfectionist, and that doesn't even exist. That creates burnout. That creates stress, tension, anxiety. That creates anger and rage and frustration, and then we completely lose who we are. Because our focus is outward. To find who you are, your focus is inward. And then you start to slow down the pace. And the Knight of Pentacles. I think Gemini had this card as well. You're planting the seeds and the roots for a much easier life. For a much more grounded life. This is your path to walk. No one else can do it for you, Leo. However, you will have people coming on your path along the way to help guide you. This will be physical people, and this could be people from the spirit realm, and we'll get to that because you have Temperance here. And then you go, oh, wait a minute, yeah. The Falcon, right? Seeing things from getting a bird's eye view of the situation, seeing the larger picture. Your vision could be very short focused. You could have like tunnel vision happening now, and you're being asked to open this, your third eye, to get the universal divine source God vision of your life. And once you start to do that, comfort, abundance, start to make their way in. Independence. You can still be that independent person without all the overwhelm, without all the chaos. It's the chaos that keeps you from your own independence, from your own stability, from creating that stability and the ease of life that you want. You have Temperance. This is Sagittarius, so I would also say See where Sagittarius is at in your chart, what house it's in, if there are any other signs with it, if there are any planets in there as well. I would also say look to see where Venus, because Venus rules Libra, and see where Jupiter, I know, it's a lot. This is a little mini idea of what the shadow work is about. So that's why I break it down into 3 readings, because there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack. But our purpose in life is to find out who we are. That's our whole purpose. And then to be that person. Like, it's not making it any bigger than what it is. It's to find out who we are. How do we do that? We go within. We become aware. We look for the miracles in the everyday. Every morning I wake up and I say to myself, what miracles am I available to witness today? And what blessings am I open to receive? Maybe it's just that simple. Temperance. And I said you have guidance along the way. And this is Temperance. This is Archangel Gabriel. So again, or maybe lean into your Sagittarius friends, or find out what the reading is for Sagittarius. It's not out there yet though. Temperance is balancing. Justice is about balance and harmony. This is alchemizing. You get to be the creator of your life, Leo. But you have to stop the burnout. And you have to stop the outside noise. And you have to tune into yourself. Or you don't have to, right? You have a choice not to. We all have that free will as to say, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. And that's fine. But if you're watching this channel, or if you're any other tarot readers, or any astrologers, or anyone in the mystical realm online, then you're already the seeker. You're already seeking this. You're already seeking someone to help guide you through this. So you already know it's there. You need someone to help to peel away the layers, right? To find yourself. This is why I do what I do. That's the crux of why I do this. This is a great reading, Leo. It's a lot of information to digest. Again, this is going to take you through 8 years. Let's pull your final cards out of the Ganesha deck. Ganesha is the deity of overcoming obstacles, which is why I've chosen this for this reading. In the back of the card is gold, right? Gold is the third, yellow gold is the third chakra. It is your place of identity, your place of inner strength. And this is something we are all looking at. So let's see what the cards hold. Ganesha holds for our Leo friends. You have capacity to love. It's card number 34. So 34 means anything to you. And 3 plus 4 equals 7. And I'll show you this card in a second. 7 is the number of spiritual connection. Capacity to love. Card number 34. So what is your capacity, Leo, to truly and authentically love yourself? That's the question. You have card 32, steadfastness. 3 and 2 equal 5. 5 is the number of choices. This is like the midway point. Are you going to choose to continue on this path, or are you going to choose to shift directions and take your time and get a little more grounded and see things from a different perspective? And it's choice. It's all a choice. No matter what construct society has put on us, no matter what your family beliefs were. I am completely outside of my family realm. Although yes and no. But we get to choose. And eventually that pulling inside will be so strong you cannot ignore it. Leo, that is your reading for this transit as Chiron enters Taurus. If you have got anything out of this video, like it, Maybe subscribe to the channel, share it with a fellow Leo. Until next time, enjoy the energies. If you would like to schedule a reading with me, send me an email. We will do a curiosity call first to make sure that the shadow work is right for both of us to work together. Until next time, Leo, have a great summer. I will see you next time.